sick of it. I'm done. I'm at it. At it. I'm really pissed off right now. Big show tonight. This guy stayed out, sunburned, decides that because he stayed out at the pool drunk all day yesterday, he doesn't want to do my show. Sometimes when things just get really bad for me, sometimes when they get really hard, I look to Pat. I looked to this right here, and I looked at Pat. I looked at Pat Sajak. Pat Sajak, my hero, my lover. Pat, how do you keep somebody that...
This is not real. This is imaginary. No, it's not real.
Look at his childlike little hands.
It's not real, but I am, and I'm gonna bail you out.
No, I'm not gonna let you do it. You know what? Freeze. Hashtag bail you out. Bail you out is when a really great friend comes to your beck and call and helps you out. Check us out, Twitter. Can I have my Pat back, please?
No, you can't have Pat back.
Oh my God, I totally forgot about the show. Our first guest's gonna be here any second.
We gotta go.
Why you moving so fast? What are you wearing? What are you wearing?
Not that.
R2.
Oh my God, people see this?
In my mind, when I'm getting ready to work and do an interview, I feel free in my underwear and sexy.
In your teeth.
Do not.
It's disgusting.
Really
oh my
nasty.
God. Oh my
Stop
God. Put your clothes on. You're freaking me.
See?
Embarrassing
What, you're freaking me out? You guys buzzkilled my idea. Freeze.
Better?
Like
Better.
that? Great.
Yep.
Can we start now, please? Let's go find our guest.
Really?
Welcome, everybody, to the first ever episode of Goldy Knows. We're here in Old Hickory, Tennessee, the Upper OH. That's right. With my co-host, Miss Jasmine Kane. You'll hear more about her in just a second. This show just seemed to create itself by the unique people, the unique things and instances in my life. I'm a singer. I'm an entertainer.
Right.
And I kind of get tired of people getting confused that I do other things. I wear many hats. Nobody would think anything of it if I was doing a little porn or doing a little stripping. The fact that I've got a photography studio right over there where I shoot Nashville's finest celebrities, artists, bands, you name it. The fact that I do my own accessory line called The Factory by Goldy Locks. Check it out. It's awesome.
There's only thing one left to say. Go, go, Goldy Locks.
Goldy from The Factory by Goldy Locks Designs Custom Jewelry is here joining us today.
Wholesale it to other bands, again, other celebrities, or just regular folks like me. Nobody, I don't know, they don't get it all the time. They're confused. They're like, where's your focus? Well, let me tell you something about focusing, okay? I did acting for years, okay? I also was involved in the incredible, crazy, and wild, unpredictable world of pro wrestling.
Awesome.
Something else you wouldn't know, I do motivational speaking to grades 4 through 12, all through the nation.
Goldy Locks is a singer-songwriter who's using her talents to stress a message, a strong message, to stay drug-free.
I love it. It's called Today I Won't Be Afraid. We try to encourage kids to just have a healthy lifestyle, to not drink and drive, and if you are going to drink and drive, do what I do. Drive and drink Pepsi. I got to do that plug. So anyway, all that being said, who else but to be my co-host than my best friend, my T and BFF, than Jasmine Kane? Because, see, I not only am a rock band, Goldy Locks is a rock brand. So I wanted to bring in somebody else with a following of amazing people too,
Well,
Jasmine
I
Kane.
understand completely what you're talking about because, you know, when you're working on being a musician or being an entertainer, you're also a songwriter, you're the bus driver, you're the sound engineer, you're the booking agent. You do everything to try to get this off the ground. And that's what's so frustrating about a lot of today's artists because they don't really have to start at ground zero at the grassroots level that a lot of us have started to start on.
Don't even get me started on that. The reason that I picked you is you're one of the only. You were talking about all this work that artists. No, they don't. That's you and me. They're making it difficult.
Well, they make it hard because they've never had to start like I said at ground zero. They have rich daddies or whatever, they come to town with a ton of money, and we can't compete with that because we actually do our own work. We do our own photography. We do our own promotions, our own marketing. We do all our social media. It's just impossible to keep up with people that can just go and drop several $100s on, some PR agency and make it really hard for the rest of us to... Did you just do what I think you just did?
No.
What did you just do? Oh my God. Oh my God, it's disgusting. Oh, can you smell that?
My first guest actually was my first interview on NWA TNA Wrestling. Okay, he's not only a professional wrestler that's appeared on WWE, TNA, numerous indie shows, amazing, but he's also an accomplished actor and action hero. He can currently be seen in Chained Code 207. It's actually a movie about human trafficking. A bad boy continuously surrounded by controversy. My friend and fellow coworker, Mr. Chase Stevens. It's
here.
your turn to get him in.
I'm going.
This is like take
I'm
your
out of here anyway because
moonshine with you.
damn.
Please.
Have it.
Come on in here, Chase. Good to have you. Don't fall on your way in.
Thanks for having me here,
Let's see you
Goldy.
brought.
I got you something.
Whoa. Seriously?
I brought you something.
I'm sure you did. Oh my God. Wait, freeze. I don't know what's gonna happen right now, honestly. I mean, this could be like the biggest fantasy of my life, or it could be a disaster. I don't know. I can lean either way. I say we go ahead and let him do it. Resume.
Look at that.
Thank you.
Look at that.
Look at that. All right.
Tucked
well,
away, safe and sound.
Safe and sound. You know what? I think we're going to just take a quick little pause, and I'm going to actually put this on.
You want to put that on?
Smells
Right here?
Yeah. No, you sit down. Have a beer. I'll be right back. People know you as a wrestler. We've seen you on WWE. We've seen you on TNA. You were the very first interview that I ever did. It was you and Kat. Yes, we'll talk.
Times have changed.
Well, times have changed. We'll talk about that. I got a chance to catch one of your indie shows, which is in its own right. It was a pretty awesome experience because you kind of get to run your own show and really your own gimmicks.
See how that went.
Yeah. You broke your ribs, right?
Two
ribs.
Just two. I mean,
I remember seeing you laid out. But people know you as a wrestler. People know you as a wrestler. They don't necessarily know, and even I didn't know that you're a pretty serious actor. Like you've done some great stuff, and you have
Great porn.
You have a movie that's out right now, Chain Code 207,
yes.
Which I actually watched the trailer, and I think it looks pretty good. I was pleasantly surprised. They did a really, really great job on it, and I want to go see it. Your character is Otto.
Yes, Otto. I got to kidnap girls, sell them to Turkey. I mean, it's my everyday life.
That was like
story.
nothing out of character for you.
Not at all. I do this every day.
The coolest thing about this movie, not only that Chase is in it, but I think he said they gave a portion, if not half, back to
50%.
50% to helping prevent human
yes.
trafficking, which is
it really is. It's a serious thing. You don't hear about it very much.
No, I watched it and I was like, that's something that really freaks the crap out of me. Is what
once you look it up and once you really find out what is going on in the world, it's a crazy. But the media doesn't really catch on to things like that, and we don't hear about it.
Yeah, if any, yeah,
we should.
Yeah,
and
because women are getting hurt.
It really is happening, and we really are closing things down. In the United States, and we're doing good for the community. And
it was nice to see that you participated in something like that in a project where they actually did. I mean, some people like, I'll give $2 back or I'll give 10%. 50% is a huge portion. Please do go and support that movie.
And there's other wrestlers in that too. I got a lot of
douchebags.
Well,
no.
3, 4, 6 team.
But yeah, I'm glad to see that you are successful in any area that you put your mind to it. I'm also very proud when I see Dwayne Johnson doing what he's doing. When I see Stacy Keibler doing Dancing with the Stars. Just not that wrestling isn't great, but it's cool when you can be versatile. And people don't realize, because of course wrestling's fake. They don't realize that this takes a real huge toll on your body. It hurts. I mean, just the indie show that Jasmine and I went to see you at locally you broke 2 ribs at, you're still working, and I asked you, what do? You just work through it, you do your thing. It's nice to see you not transitioning, because I know you're still wrestling and doing that, but it's cool to see that you're expanding your horizons, because when we were doing our pre-interview conversation earlier, we were talking about just the business, about entertainment, the same sort of stuff that Jasmine and I were ranting and raving about, and we do personally, just on our normal off TV shoots, is just how, I don't know. I mean, I feel as though these days that people are given their opportunities on a silver, if not gold platter, that they don't have to do any wax on, wax off, or paint the fence. They don't pay any dues. They're just basically in singing and entertainment, they just win a contest and they're like, here you go. And then they go out and they do these tours with the other winners, and it's like, oh, guess what? Tonight you're going to do 3 songs. How will she do it? How will she make it? 3 freaking songs when some of us are out there literally playing for 5 hours straight, screaming with these little vocal cords, like dying inside. And these people just get everything handed to them, where some of us really do pay our dues. I've seen what happens at indie shows for people that you're driving for 5, 6, 8, 10, 12 hours. You're spending your own gas. You're sleeping in your car. You're getting paid maybe $50 at an indie show. You're getting the absolute kicked out of you by some green jabroni that's never done anything or worked a day in his life, and he just shows up, and you don't know what cards that you're getting. I've seen it. It's hardcore, and it sucks, and it bothers me, even just as somebody that's, in entertainment, seeing a show come on where it's basically like, hey, it's light, smoke, camera, action. Here's your wrestling contract. How do you feel about that? Are you as passionately disgusted by it as I am? Because I really am.
People just get that hammy. And here I am, sitting at home, 17 years in, going, what the? What do you say? He's got a contract. He's not humble. He doesn't.
That's the thing that drives me nuts. The people that aren't humble. For God's sakes, at least if you're handed something, be grateful for it.
Well, the
something
thing,
you want to
the
pull
thing
out
is,
your butt.
is wrestlers, legitimate, 100% professional wrestlers are legitimate badasses. We didn't grow up being wrestlers and wanting to be in this ring and fake punch and fake kick each other. Cheers. And what we did is we tried other things. I owned my own boxing school, all growing up, from the time I was 14 all the way up, fought MMA, all this other stuff, before I ever even dreamed of being a professional wrestler. Now I follow a dream that got given to me. The fact of the matter is we've all done it. Most of them were football players, some were boxers, some were MMA fighters. We are all legitimate badasses on the inside. I mean, we are. It just, the fact of the matter is we have to do this 7 days a week. If you watch Dusty Rhodes from the 70s, late 70s, that guy was so badass, he carried a donkey, a legitimate ass with him everywhere, and pulled it in a bar with him and just let it all over the bar. And it was just like, what are you going to do? Kick me out?
Totally true. I had the privilege of working with Kurt Hennig for a while, and he was an absolute delight. He was a prankster. I had to change clothes 5, 6, 7 times during a show, and he would, I found out that it was him. He would chain my luggage up to chairs, but when the show would wrap, we'd go downtown, 2nd Avenue, Broadway. We'd always stop in at Tootsie's. We'd stop in at Tootsie's, and Kurt would proceed to scan the room for assholes. And whoever was the biggest asshole, he would say, hey, come here, kid, come here. We're going to do a little dance, a little shuffle, little sidestep, little 1, 2. And he'd grab me, with the back of my hand, he'd hold my hand, and he'd go, okay, we're going to do this little dance. And he'd go, 1, 2, 3, okay. And he'd take the back of my hand, and he'd punch somebody in the side of the face, and every time we went to Tootsie's, it ended the same way, with Kurt Hennig, whoever else and his posse was out, people on the concrete outside of Tootsie's. I always started it because I just thought it was hysterical to see like these people, and what did I do? I didn't mean to, but I mean, he really, really was a badass. It's just such a shame that we lose those true American heroes, because that's what I would call him, American hero badass. He was
Kurt helped train me, so
did he really?
Yeah,
he was really awesome.
So you can't imagine the jokes and pranks that
I can imagine some of the jokes and pranks. We like to have the viewers get a chance to win something pretty cool. There's a lot of different social media outlets out there to do interactive kind of contests. So I think I really dig this, and I think some people watching would really like it too. So here, let's think of something The original thing for a trivia question. The
trivia.
original.
What is?
Your original gimmick was something that you told me. It was called what? The hot dogs.
Yeah. Are you really?
Yeah, really. That was who. Somebody.
How'd you even
don't
know
say
about that?
who,
Hold
but
on.
somebody wanted you to be called the hot dogs instead of the hot shots.
Oh my.
The actual trivia question is for people that are watching: who was that person in professional wrestling that originally wanted you to be called the hot dogs, not the hot shots? That's who we're going to have you actually check out. Facebook, Goldy Knows. You can leave your answer right there, or you can also
answer?
You can't answer because you know you already have t-shirts. This is your t-shirt. Or you can do hashtag Goldy Knows. We want to hear your answers, and maybe there's some extra things that we'll give out. Sometimes it's not only one prize. Sometimes we add to the pot. So Facebook Goldy Knows or hashtag Goldy Knows. It's GOLDY. We want you to participate. We want to see your answers. Now, people can find out what you're doing at chase-stevens.com.
Just a small dash. Just get that.
Just a
dash.
small dash.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, you can Google search me. You know,
was-
let's just go ahead and do the
You
douchebag
can-
thing. Go Google search me.
Look for douchebag and Axe body spray, and
Yeah.
you'll see
Yeah.
a picture of Chase Stevens with his stinky
I'm that
shirt
mannequin.
down. Thanks for coming on my show with your
appreciate it.
beer and
Appreciate it.
and your little guy with his broken.
You can get those. Those are still for sale on eBay.
Thank you. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. I know it's a drive. and
It
it's
wasn't
your
bad.
time.
It wasn't bad. Maybe someday you'll be professional. It wasn't that bad. It really wasn't.
Nah, thanks, dude.
I remember my first time trying to make it something.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Hey, can't wait to have you on again, dude.
Yeah, you know.
Thanks.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Never.
Okay. See ya. See ya.
Oh!
Professional, right? Huh? That's professional. Okay, well that really stunk, dude. No, it stung.
Oh!
That one I got. That one I got.
That was good.
Oh God! Blood.
You want a wrestling lesson? Come on, Goldie. You want to be an entertainer. Want to be an entertainer?
Seriously. You know, dude, I don't drink, but
I think we need a beer.
maybe we go get a beer.
What do you think? Let's do it.
Yeah. How many people ever had a friend stab them in the back? You ever had that one happen? That one sucks. How about anybody ever have a lover, a partner, a spouse really over? Really? It sucks too. So here's a little song that I wrote a while back. Feeling about just that. It's called Sometimes. Yeah! crying, so leave me alone, 'cause you're about to find out. If you don't love me sooner or later, you'll see what this bitch is about. Sometimes I wanna fucking explode. Sometimes I wanna just unload it. Sometimes I wanna kick and scream, yeah. Sometimes I wanna be left alone to dream my little dream. Sometimes I wanna explode it. Sometimes I wanna kick and scream, yeah. Sometimes I wanna be left alone to dream my little dream.
This is Barry. We are outside of TK's bar in Decatur, Alabama. It's one of our favorite places to play at. We just figured that we would bring the post party to the parking lot. We're going to have the first ever Goldy Knowns Redneck Toilet 500. It's going to be awesome. You can cheer. You can cheer. Thank you. Thanks. There's a random German that just decided to join our interview. A random German man. You know what? Why don't you sit here? Because, come on, sit down. So we were saying that was a lot of fun. I hope that you had a great time at the show. Did you? You did. Was it you that passed gas earlier, sir? No. Okay. And talk about today. Now you're a German, but you're from Alabama originally.
No, I'm originally from Jacksonville, Florida.
The story keeps changing, sir.
I'm from Jacksonville, Florida.
But you said you're from Alabama. That's why you're wearing all the Alabama stuff.
I wear Alabama, so I just fit in, and people leave me alone.
So you lied.
I'd never lie.
One of the topics that we wanted to talk about, I want to know your thoughts on gun control. Sir, Barry, do you even own a gun?
Yes.
What kind of... Hey, we're hearing about guns right now. What kind of gun do you own?
Several different ones.
Several? 9mm, 45, 22? What do we got?
22s, 270s, shotguns.
Permit to... Silence. You're drunk, too. Permit to carry? Permit to carry or just at home protecting yourself?
Home protecting, hunting, anything else I need to do with it.
Anything else you need to do with it. That's where the story starts to get interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Barry, let's just say that your guns were confiscated from you. Let's say the state of Alabama says, Barry, no more guns.
I was in the military, and he should be able to have a gun.
Expand on that.
Why shouldn't he be able to have a gun?
Because certain people think that guns are killing children in schools and things are happening.
No, because that's people that are not knowledged with guns. If you're taught how to go with guns,
I would just call the coroner because they ain't got a chance.
That's how we do things in Alabama or Germany or wherever this guy's from.
It's over. It's done. You know, we just shoot them and call the police.
Did you hear that? That's how we handle things. You've been trumped. Move your little body for a second. Come here. You're next. Get on in here. We want to hear about moonshine.
You've been holding out on me.
We didn't know that you made. Now, you said that moonshine is not made in dirty boots or socks or something. That's what I heard.
Negative.
How long have you been? Am I allowed to ask you if you've been making moonshine? Is that legal?
Well, it depends on who sees it.
Hey, you make moonshine. You don't give a shit. That's part of the deal. Okay. How long? What have you done to your hand? My God.
A horse ripped a nail through it.
A horse ripped a nail through it.
Both I've done it at work.
Okay. Well, that was a good story. How long? Hey, how long does it take you to make some moonshine?
It takes 12 to 14 days for your mash to work, and it takes about 2 to 3 hours for it to cook.
It takes me just a little while to drink it.
It takes Barry just a little while. Barry, what's the craziest thing that has ever happened when you've been drinking moonshine?
We rode horses one night. I woke up the next morning at like 11 o'clock. I can't figure out what we done the night before.
We meaning you and a lady friend or you and a horse?
Me and my horse and others that was riding with us.
Wait. Dude, I was totally kidding about the horse.
No, not really.
You are from Alabama, right? Okay, that's all right. I would like to thank my two guests, sir. What is your name?
Cody.
Cody, you were absolutely delightful, too. And Barry, you were great all night long. Thank you for... We are going to start the first ever Goldie Knows Redneck Toilet Race. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, take off. All she had to do was just the toilet race and she won it. She's the winner. $50 bar tab paid. Thanks for coming out to TK's, Decatur, Alabama. Bye, y'all. Look, Jasmine, you gotta get over here because another person bailed out. The big cooking guest. I don't know. You know what? I was upset. I was freaking out again. I looked at my Pat Sajak picture I got on Facebook, and there it was. Facebook, Twitter. Chris Henderson, you know, from 3 Doors Down, the vegan. He's always talking about healthy meals that he's cooking. Yeah, turns out he posted that he's going to be cooking tonight. I don't know, some chickpea soup or something like that. I think we need to go crash that. We need to do celebrity stalking. Yeah, I think we just show up over there and they'll let us in. He won't mind. We'll just film over at his house. We'll get something really good. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Okay, I'm on it. Bye, girl. I'm so excited. I hope this is the right place. I don't even care that somebody bailed on me. This is Chris Henderson, 3 Doors Down. This is gonna be awesome. He's vegan, you know. He's got a great recipe that I can't even wait to try this out. It's gonna be awesome. Hey, anybody home? Hey, I hope the neighbors don't hear. Sometimes I'm kind of like, hey, what's up? Hey, it's Goldy Locks. Hey, I know you don't know me, but I heard you guys are cooking some food. I saw it on... Welcome, everybody. I'm actually in, well, you saw where we pulled into. I'm with Chris Henderson, 3 Doors Down, and the vegan princess, Jessica. I guess that's his name for her. We're going to find out why she's the vegan princess tonight, because we're going to bring you something amazing. This is a segment that I'm very, very passionate about. For those of you who check things out on the different social media sites, I don't want to favor one over the other, you know that health and fitness is just #1 with me. With family members that I've had in the past and currently that are of poor health, and just watching my friends around me, I'm always bitching, I'm always preaching, I'm always getting on my soapbox about health and about fitness and just living a good, beautiful, clean life. Because we actually meet, well, some of us meet more people on the road than others. We meet really amazing, beautiful people out there. We get to know you guys, right?
Know them well, yeah.
Absolutely.
Sure do.
They follow you on Instagram, they follow you on Twitter,
Yes.
Facebook, lots of different things. Buy records, buy merchandise, buy it all. We actually start to care about you and we love you. So it's important that you know that you stay healthy. One of the things that you can stay healthy with is obviously your diet. I realize some of you that are gonna be hardcore meat and potato kind of guys and gals, I get it, but you can always just start with substituting a meal maybe once, twice a week, maybe once a day with something more plant-based and something very, very healthy. One of the things that I've heard you talk about, I do follow you on many different sites, is a movie called Forks Over Knives, right? Yes. When's the first time that you saw this?
1 year ago. 1 year ago, almost today, actually.
And was it just something that, were you curious about it? Did somebody say, hey, check out this movie, it's got some really interesting facts in it? How did that come about?
Yeah, someone told us to watch it. They're like, hey, you gotta watch this show. I was on the Atkins diet at the time.
Yeah, you've done about every diet there is. Grapefruit diet, Atkins diet,
all of them.
South Beach, Nutrisystem. Okay, so somebody said watch this, and you did?
Watch it. They were worried about my health. They're like, you look bad, you know, and I'm like, no, I'm on the
love
Atkins
that
diet. I'm
people
losing
say that.
weight. And they're like, but you look bad, man. So they were like, if you don't do anything else for me, please watch this one movie. And
who said that? Are you allowed to say it or not?
Yeah, my friend Randy said that.
Okay, that's a good guy. So Randy actually was a good friend by telling you that, because it's not always the most popular choice. So you watched it. What were your thoughts on it? It blew me away.
It blew me away, and I instantly called Jessica. She was on the Atkins diet as well. And I was like, I want to go vegan.
What were you guys eating? Like just pounds of bacon?
Food.
Pounds of
Gosh. It was bacon and cheese and no carbs, but all this high fat stuff.
That's
I got
terrible.
puffy. I felt terrible. I was like, oh my god.
That would
But we lost weight.
Yeah, that could be gas though. I would be worried that.
Yeah.
When I watched this, I completely freaked out. Why? because I had no idea that our country was spending over $120 billion annually on helping with obesity or diabetes or finding a cure for heart disease, high blood pressure. That blew me out of the water. A book that you actually gave me a while back when we were at the studio was the China study. And, you know, this just goes to show you what an incredible dude Chris Henderson is, because not only is he recording us in the studio when he recorded our band in the Goodnight Project, but, you know, he's trying to preach the word of here's some things to stay healthy. And it's interesting that when you, I mean, everybody knows this, but let's break it down. A lot of these Asian countries, from the Philippines to Korea to Japan to China, they never had breast cancer. They never had colon cancer or really any kind of cancers. And a lot of it's because their diet is plant-based. So that's what we're gonna do today. Before we actually get rolling though, one thing that needs to get kudos, and I actually pulled out some pictures of this. How many pounds did you lose once you decided to just go vegan?
Almost 100 pounds.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that much.
Yes.
I mean, I'm looking at this. I don't know if you can see this or not, and we can always cut in later, but I mean, a picture like this, it doesn't really look like you have 100 pounds to lose. Maybe you look a little fluffy, but holy, wow. Can you get this? You checking this out? Look at this girl. She was already hot to begin with. Now she's just like smoking it. I'm a little intimidated. It's okay. I wore my special shirt today. We'll see who's intimidating. I'm kidding. All right, no, you guys look absolutely awesome, and we're excited to see what this dish brings. We're gonna be making some banana avocado pudding. I've never heard of this before. It sounds absolutely delicious. But before we do that, we're actually gonna do a little commercial, a little reveal, a little something really amazing that these two, you created it yourself, right?
That's right.
You created it yourself right here in Hendersonville, Tennessee. I think we need to be dressed appropriately though, just to pitch everything, just to promote a few more things. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. There, see? Better. It's good. Brand recognition. Dude, epic fail, man.
What happened here?
I'm not wrong.
It's a change.
No, you got it wrong. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, so here we are. We're better. Got a little recognition, a little product recognition, a little branding. Branding is really important. I learned that from my friends at APA. Love you guys. Branding, it's good. We can talk about different kinds of branding, but the cool thing is you've got a brand, you've got an item that you've created yourself right here. That's amazing. I tasted this. It's awesome. It's organic. It's, what did you say? It's gluten-free. Tell us about what you created, because it's really, really great. I can't wait for this to be off the ground and in stores and available online for people to buy.
Well, I think we started with we're always buying these energy bars and and working out. You know what I mean? Getting everyone eating them and working out. And we're reading the ingredients and we're like, you know what? We're not really down with some of this stuff. Like, what is mayo? Blah, 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 blah,
yes.
You know?
Let me tell you, anything that you buy a bar and it's got mayo something in it, it's usually the first or second ingredient in it. You have more than one of those bars, you are going to have the painful abdominal gas, because I'm like, oh, well, I'll just have 3 or 4 energy bars, and I'm like practically crapping myself on the tour bus. And then you start reading the ingredients, and it's just like this laundry list of stuff that I seriously can't even pronounce. And it doesn't really appear to be all that healthy anymore. Mm-hmm. Yours are just simple, pure, organic ingredients.
Yes, less than 3 ingredients.
I can't even believe that.
In this particular bar.
No, it's amazing. Bar. Do you have one to show everybody? I think I ate them all, but there's one back there. Yeah. Show them how cool this is. This is exciting to me. It's in the shape of a little heart. We were talking about that heart.
They're all organic. We try to go as local as we can, and it's all organic, gluten-free, dairy-free.
That's really important too, and that's why I'm trying to promote and tell people watching right now. So we want you all to go to Twitter, #love, L-U-V, love you health, and I don't know, the person who can guess the correct number 1 to 500 without going over, get some pretty snazzy Chris Henderson autographed memorabilia. We're gonna leave it a surprise. You don't know what it's gonna be. You never know with this guy. So we're gonna make actually a banana avocado pudding. You ready to rock and roll? What are we starting with?
Okay, so we're just going to, this is 1 avocado. It's already been cut.
Oh, I was like concerned.
No.
Okay.
I'm just gonna squeeze this bad boy. Usually this is neater than this. I don't know what's going on with this avocado. This is just kind
Look at me, I'm like watching like a bewildered animal.
It's kind of an easy way to get that in there.
Okay, what's next?
Banana.
One banana.
Banana.
All right.
Okay, so right now we have the avocado and a whole banana, and we're going to add 1/2 cup of soy milk. This is vanilla soy.
So you didn't make this yourself?
No, this one I didn't. Soy milk I have to break down and
Why do you
fry.
use a soy milk instead of your almond milk that you're always making, though? Is it just smoother consistency?
It's just better. Like
Okay.
soy milk usually just kind of goes better. I want to try it with cashew milk. I think
Okay.
it'd be really good with the
Okay.
cashew milk. But almond
What's
milk just
that?
has such a distinct flavor. This is agave.
What, it smells sweet. I'll just sit and smell it like a drunk.
This is 4 tablespoons.
Of what? Of what is this?
Agave.
I don't even
Agave
have
is
no clue what that is.
It's a sweetener. It's
Oh, okay. It's
supposed
not.
to
It's
be like raw and organic.
okay. I thought it was syrup.
Minimally processed, but it's really kind of highly processed. But it's still better for you than like corn syrup.
Exactly.
Or something.
Yeah.
And it's low glycemic, so your blood sugar doesn't spike so much.
Okay. I was like, what's glycemic? That's one of those words you learn when you go to school. It's okay. I can sing sometimes.
Or if you just spend too much time on the internet. And we're going to do just a squeeze of lime.
Just a squeeze.
We just want to make it kind of cold. All right.
Don't put this down your girlfriend's shirt when she's cooking.
You can try.
People
but-
do that to me. They come up to me and they put ice down my back. I'm like, that's really great. That's a good way to get punched in the face.
I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
We're just going to blend this
Easy
so it's
trigger.
nice and creamy.
Okay. That looks really good.
You can have that one. Okay. So,
That looks really good.
all right.
Wow.
This is here we go. Let's give this a shot.
It's got the consistency of kind of like an Italian ice, maybe like a gelato.
Really? Are you going to test it with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just put some in that bowl there. Okay.
I'll
Go
do
for
it.
You do it.
That's okay. This looks really cool. I'm trying to figure out how the consistency gets like that, though.
We are too.
The banana and the avocado.
Wow.
If you want creamy, bananas and avocados all the way. It's amazing.
That's really good. I wonder what the calories are on that.
Not much.
I don't know.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
That's a good monounsaturated fat.
But
Awesome.
it's still better for you than like ice cream.
It is. Seriously. Check out Love You Health, hashtag Love You Health. That's LUVYOU. Let me see if I can spell it. HEALTH on Twitter. First person, number 1 to 500, without going over. We're going to actually pick 3 people, the first 3 people closest without going over. We got some cool prizes, some paraphernalia to give you. Check that out. I'm also going to put up some links to this incredible recipe because I know that you all would, I can just taste it already, that you'll all really enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining us on our first ever episode of Goldy Knows. Yeah, you can look at hers. Hers looks bigger, brighter, and perkier than mine. Goldy Knows. Thanks, everybody.
She's turning around. And she's gone.
Agent number 6498, may I ask who I'm speaking with today?
Who'd you say this was?
This is James from the Senior Assistance Program.
I'm very hard of hearing and I can't hear. What assistance program are you with?
Senior Assistance Program.
Seeing Ears Assistant. Senior Assistance Program. Is anybody here a senior?
Not yet.
I got some stupid damn moron on some kind of telemarketing on the phone here. Some jackass with his head up his ass. Anybody want to talk to the jackass?